Darryl, thank you very much for coming on here with us. I really do appreciate your time, considering how busy you are. As you guys know, I'm not going to do any slides tonight. Kevin will probably know why, because what happened on Tuesday, to be honest with you, BT they're doing some work up the road, and I'm having it where it lags when I'm doing slide to slide. So I just thought today, let's quickly go completely ad lib, because obviously what I want to do is want to bring Rob, as he's called in the corner, our Darryl, on so that you guys can hear what they're saying to the people that they're pitching, because obviously I want the best for you guys, and the only way to get the best is to hear from the best. So Darryl, with that said, would you like to take this away, unmute yourself, and just give some tips to the guys so that they can move their teams quickly?
Yeah, well, great. It is awesome being here. You know, I know Sam and I touch base on a regular basis, but have not spoken with you guys. I guess, Rebecca, you and I spoke about a week ago I guess, yeah, about a week or so ago. But guys, obviously there's exciting times now with what we have happening with the new Forex company, tying in with our company. That's pretty huge. Just so that I'm clear, I love the Forex. I think it's going to be phenomenal. I think over the next year, it's going to just, you know, help us just do some amazing things, attract even some more people. And but the travel, even under the current status we're in right now, that's huge. I mean, I am very, very unclear that in a month or two, or 3 or 4 months, or whether it's 5 to 8 months, you know, when this, you know, pandemic is over, or, you know, taken care of, where we can actually go where we really want to go again, there's going to be a run on the marketplace. And right now, that's what we're doing, is showing those people how they can, the points are adding up and where they can actually go. So I will never forsake the travel. I just want to be clear on that. The travel is huge. The deals we've put together as a company is the best that I've seen ever in this industry. And I've been with 2 prior travel companies prior to this company over the years. And again, our travel service is amazing. I think Marie and I have been 8 or 9 different resorts already this year. Again, 8 days, 7 nights, and, you know, $59 for the entire week. Out the door maybe in $100, $105 or $110 for 8 days and 7 nights. So I want you guys to be very clear, and especially I think even over there where you guys are in the UK and other parts of Europe, is that you know, travel holiday, as you guys like to call it. I think that's even bigger than here in the States, because everybody, you know, that's working, that has a decent job, they do try and get away at least once a year. They do that, but there's so many people here that don't travel. In other words, they can't travel and stay at nice places and do those type of things because of financial situations, or they have to save up for, you know, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years before they can take that, you know, that type of vacation. So definitely you want to keep your foot down on the throttle as far as the vacations, and keep sharing that, because just like it slowed a little bit, guys, it's going to maybe even double, because everybody is wanting to do that. Here, we just obviously had Labor Day holiday, big holiday here in the States, and found out that the TSA people, they had 2 million people last year go through, and this year they had 1 million. So I mean, over 50%, just over 50% of the people are actually traveling, and sometimes it's the airlines that are limiting people because of the you know, they're trying to space people out. But I had no idea. I wouldn't have guessed there would be, you know, half the amount of people from just a year ago. I thought it'd be, you know, a couple 100,000 people, et cetera, but they were 50% just over that weekend period for that. So that's pretty amazing. So again, I know you guys really understand travel, and travel is huge. Be cognizant of what you actually have, and it's about spreading the word, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. The Forex, you know, I signed up a guy to, well, when I woke up this morning, there was a guy that's actually signed up. He signed up for the free service last week, I think, when I was on your last call. And then this morning, he actually, paid and came in at titanium. And initially, he told me, I just want to do the Forex. And I made it very clear to him that that's what you can do and not a big issue. You can definitely do that. But within a week, he's been hearing the buzz and getting on, and we're talking Forex, we're talking travel. He signed up as titanium this morning. So that's an amazing sell there. Plus now when the Forex comes, he'll have both of those. So again, volume is going to absolutely go crazy. And the key to this industry is out just sharing the story. I think sometimes, we get caught up with, there's a challenge or people aren't signing up, or we run through a rut, or we run through people that have challenges, or, we don't have the success we want. And then we kind of bow out a little bit. And sometimes we do it unintentionally. But right now is the time to, be sharing the story. And if you want to lead with the Forex, lead with that, because they can get in for free. Travel, still people that aren't traveling now, they want to travel, they want to get out of their homes and go do something. And it's either going to happen now or it's going to happen very clearly in the future. And what people need to do is definitely right now, you guys, it's 1, 2, all of us, I think it's 6 of us on the line right now, 5 of you guys should to get together on a call just like this. And maybe you already do that and establish some goals for yourselves and for the group. And what I've learned a long time ago is that people tend to do more in a group than they do for themselves. So like if, for an example, if I was Sam or, 007 Kevin here, I would get together and let people know what my goals are for this week, not for a month or not for a year from now, but what are my goals for this coming, the rest of this week or this next coming week.
Is that the ka-ching going? Is that you? I can hear people joining your organisation.
Yeah, it just happens all the time. So, but back to the point, the key things. I'm very simple in this industry, and luckily I kept it simple over the years to create what we've been able to create. One of the key things that I've learned, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to continue to say it as long as I can, is that unless you have a reason to do something, Sam, you always seem to have reasons to get you up, talking to people, out making the moves, doing the Facebook, doing something. You have those reasons, and that's the reason why you're the top recruiter in the United Kingdom, and probably a lot of other places if we really looked at the numbers. And the reason that happens is because you have reasons. You have a why. People say, well, I got to get a why that makes me cry. And I don't necessarily agree with that. Some
You're
people
making me blush.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's just there's, I'm just giving you some truth bombs right now. But at the end of the day, is if you don't have a reason to do something, you're not going to do it. And even though people sometimes say, well, I want to do this, I want to go 2-star, I want to do this, I want to do that. People are comfortable, and the bills are getting paid, food's on the table. It's not living like the Queen of England, but you still have things that you're taking care of, and we just get into that mundane life, and we want to go do something, but at the end of the day, that TV stops us and all the other things. So I was on the phone with the guy from South Africa yesterday, and he was telling me about his mother. And Sam, again, part of your group is just exploding. And he's hadn't signed up yet. So hopefully yesterday evening or today, or,
he's in already. Yeah, I see it dropping. Is it with Fenner that you did it yesterday by any chance? And he brought someone through. Yeah, I watched it drop in as I woke up this morning. And then I always have a look to see who has put in and where it's come from, because you can see who's building. And you know what, Fenner, what a story. That man is going for gold, isn't he? You've got to applaud him. You really have.
Yeah. Well, the thing about what we talked about with the guy, Sulalele, forget his name, but Subulele, and his mom was working at, you know, a regular job for many years, and he was telling us a story that she was always going to go travel. Oh, I can't wait till I retire and I can go travel, I can go do these things, and you know, we always are putting things off. Well, she passed away a couple years ago and never got a chance to travel, leave South Africa, go places and enjoy. And that's here in America too. There's so many people that, hey, well, I'm almost going to be retiring. And I think, you know, the government sets up these things where, you know, back in the day when Social Security in America was at, say, 65, where the average lifespan was at that time about 65. And so you won't have to pay the money out, et cetera. So, you know, it's time to live life at the time we're at right now, to put together the game plans, to go out there and turn off the TV and do the things that are necessary. And if you do that, it's going to make a difference. But my whole point is this: unless you have those reasons, those why, that will cause you to do these things that, you know, people hit you with, it seems like, or say no, and you get all the negativity. If you don't have those big reasons, those big whys, then it's not going to happen. And again, you know, Sam could share stories, things that motivate Sam to just get up and want to kick people's butt. You know, and I'm talking about from a business perspective, to, you know, be the queen, et cetera. That whatever makes that work for you really makes a big difference. But if you don't have that type of drive, then it's going to be really tough for you. Now, fortunately, with our company, what's the worst thing that will happen to you? You know, if you're platinum, you're going to get 2 or 3 of these amazing trips every year, the holidays. And that's unbelievable in itself. And if that's you, just make sure you recognize that that's me, and that's what I'm comfortable with. But if you really want to make the extra 1,500 to $2,000 per month or more, then you've got to get reasons. You got to put the plan together, use the Forex as an excuse to get reorganized and regenerated. There's text that we send out. I think Sam has it. Sam even, and you guys have put together even some powerful little things to try and get people interested. And you may have to go through 500 people to get 1 or 2. What if it took us, and it did take us, 400 or 500 people before we found Danny, and Danny was just one of the regular people we were talking to. We didn't know he was going to, you know, take over France and other places and bring in thousands of people. But because we were doing what we do on a regular basis, sending information out, sharing the story, getting people to plug in, listening to this, listening to that, eventually look what happened. So again, it starts with desire, starts with your why, and setting some goals and objectives. And again, your goals and objectives are yours. They're not mine. So you can't base yours on what Sam's doing. You can't base yours on what 007 is doing. What is it that you want? That's the big question I ask people. What do you want? And then when they tell you what you want, then you can show them how to do it. And with our company, it's just a simple 3 or 4 steps. Number one, the first thing you want to do is take care of your monthly so you don't have to do it. How do you do that? Well, titanium's a platinum, just find 3. That should be the whole goal. Nothing else thinking about is I've got to help 3 other people get these amazing holidays for almost 0 price. And that's what I'm going to do. Share that story. And then when you get 1 to show up, or 2 or 3, whenever each one comes in, even before you get your total of 3, you ask them, well, what do you want? And then you kind of find out some of them may just want the vacations, and that's it. And that's fine. That tells you, you got to go do what? Replace that person. You still keep them in, help them, and help them learn the vacations, etc. But then you're looking to find 3 or 4 people that want to do what? Get their 3 or 4 so that they are free and that they're taking advantage of these trips for nothing, and so forth and so on. And then once you get that to happen, then they say, hey, 007. Okay, now the next goal is to get to, you know, 1 star. And 1 star is $400 to $700 US. And that's got to be our goal. So we look at the team we have and ourselves, and we say, what do we need to do it? Okay, I need to do 2 more people. I need to help each one of them get their 3 or 4. And you do it step by step, but you have to have some energy. You got to have some excitement. I just know Sam is a worker. I give her credit. She is a a worker, and I don't know the rest of you like that because we talk and communicate on Messenger all the time, etc. I mean, she's out doing the do, and I know she's doing it because she has huge goals, whether they are to crush people, and I mean that positively, in a positive way, you know, to be successful. That's what I'm talking about, to be successful. Sam, calm down a little bit. But whatever motivates you, I can tell you what, if you find something to motivate you, you'll get it done. But if you do not, the reciprocal of that is that nothing will happen. Life will just go, and next thing you know, you're 65 and 70 and 75, and you look back and what had happened, and you just kind of, you know, danced through the tulips and just, you know, did regular things. So I don't think this business is complicated at all. The biggest complication is talking to people that say no, and talking to people that get in and don't do anything. And you can't let that affect you. The only thing that you can control, there's a couple of things, but the key is just how many people you're sharing the information with. And I can tell you, over time, you get better at doing that. If you look at me today, comparative to back in the day when I first started, I'm a total different person because I've gone through the fire and have developed some skill sets and developed some thick skin to go through this process, because I know there's a Samantha out there. I know she's out there. You know, there's a Danny Seguinal out there. There's a Pastor Deborah Taylor out there. There's a Pastor Mel Scott out there. There's people out there and that you will find, but you have to have those skill sets. And the skill set is simply, this is my goal. Here's where I'm at today. I'm going to go there. I'm going to get my 3 or 4, and I'm not going to stop until I get those 3 or 4. And as you get those 3 or 4, now you help them duplicate the same thing. And if you do that, that basic combination right there, that basic skill set is help them do what you did. And it's by simply, here's the vacation. This is what I've been able to do. Here's where I went to. Here's where my friend Daryl went to. Here's where my friend Samantha went to. Here's what they paid. Here's where I'm going in 2021. And would you like these type of holidays for these prices? Tell me, what does Todd say? Tell me quick, tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go. And it's literally like that. All you need to do is tell the story. So Sam, from a basic standpoint, that's it. And I think that's how I stay sane in this industry, is because I keep it simple. And if somebody says no or somebody quits, I'm moving on. And I used to linger on it for a while. Oh, the guy didn't sign up, and I learned over time that successful people go through negativity. You know, unsuccessful people go through negativity. But what I learned is successful people get over it quicker than other people. Some of the unsuccessful people are worried about it for the last month or two. And successful people, hey, who can I help? Who wants to do this? Because I know I have something very good here. I know I have something very special. And the product and value proposition that we have is unbelievable. I really, truly feel that. And some of the people that I've seen take these vacations would have never been able to take a vacation and stay at these 1 and 2 bedroom, you know, places like we do. It just wouldn't happen for them. But we show people how to do that, and I'm proud of that, and I'm excited about it, and I want more people to experience that. And now the Forex, let's shift gears to that. We all go to school. We were taught here in America, I'm sure over there in the UK as well, that you're supposed to go to school, go get some good grades, and then go work for somebody and do something, become a nurse. And if you do that, you're going to earn what nurses earn. If you become a doctor, you're going to earn what doctors earn. You become a technician, you're going to earn what technicians are, a salesperson, etc. You know, that's what we've learned, and we pay our money either to go to college, or we've got out of high school and then we get into a trade and we start the process there. Well, for $99, you're going to learn a skill set where you can earn potentially, you know, thousands of dollars. You know, we're not going to give any claims on that, but the company that we're working with, they're very successful. They've shown that the trades that they've made have helped big institutions and a lot of wealthy clients. And now you either going to be that student that that wants to come and study and learn and go through the process, or you're not. But for 99 bucks a month, you can learn a skill set that can help you, do some phenomenal things. And then they even have a segment where they can actually send you these, things that you can copy and paste. Again, I'm still learning, so some of the verbiage and terminology I'm using is not there yet, but I can guarantee in the next month or 2 or 3, you're going to think I work on Wall Street. You don't have to, but I'll at least know some of the terminologies to actually use. So, I mean, think about this. Imagine if you had a gym membership. And you had this gym membership, and Sam, I know you do your spin bike all the time, but imagine if you had a gym membership and you could pay $99 and somebody would go there and lift weights. They would do the spin classes for you. They do the yoga. They do the cardiovascular, all of that stuff, but yet you got the results for that. I mean, would that be a really good membership? Yes or yes, absolutely. Who wouldn't like that? Well, that's the same here. One of the programs that we're going to be offering is that the experts that make these trades, they're going to send you these notices. Here's what I've just done, the reason I've done it, and you can actually copy and paste it. And if you decide to use that trade, you can put it in there, and however that's going to work. Guys, that's pretty amazing. That's probably the worst case scenario. So we're looking forward to those, but we're also looking forward to get educated. And you have an opportunity to study, and if you do that and you learn over time, and just like in anything, you get better by putting in time and effort into it. And if you do that, it's going to be huge. And I think that's pretty unique, because with that, Sam, as you know, you don't have to recruit people to learn how to build and develop income. This is strictly you one-on-one, going to class, learning the strategies, and then applying them. And sometimes you may get a D or F, and sometimes you may get an A or B. And then pretty soon you learn study habits and how to do it correctly. And then pretty soon you could be a straight A student. So that's what I'm really excited about. It's not predicated on building a team, even though we'll do that as well. But you yourself could literally sit there to learn and trade and be glad you're part of the company and make some serious money over time, just learning that. So, Sam, that's all I got for you here today. And it's time to take it serious and find a momentum. I mean, who can talk to the most people by tomorrow, by Sunday? Make it fun. And sometimes you put pressure on people and it kind of pushes them away. You don't want to do that, because you're trying to do this with love and as a group, but you do have to have some type of goal objective. Talking to 0 people is not going to work. At least got to be 1 or 2, and just get comfortable with doing that. I learned to do the uncomfortable until it became comfortable, and that's why we're in the situation that we're in today. And now we teach people, and I either try to develop a leader or we find leaders. It's one of those 2 ways, and you develop them or you find them. And if you keep it very simple, let's get your 3 or 4, so all this stuff is free for you. And once you do that, great. Let's see if they want to do it, and we help those do it, and you continue to move through the process. Don't overcomplicate this, and go take some vacations.
I love this. Thank you, Darryl. I really, really, really appreciate what you've just said, because there's such wise words. Every time you speak, it's just wisdom, loads of it. One of the things that I found, which is what you touched base on, and I'm so thankful you said that as well, when I'm pitching to people, and I'm actually saying that this is a skill set that you are going to learn for life. Once you've learned this skill set, you're only going to have to work a couple of hours a day, and you will earn a full-time wage off it. When people realise that they don't need to recruit, they want to sign up, because that fear of recruitment is taken straight away from them. But the beautiful thing about it is this: they then start recruiting, because this is what's going to happen. The minute they make profit on their phone, they're going to screenshot it, they're going to put it straight on social media. People are going to ask them, how are you doing that? And that is why what we've got in our hands is so, so powerful. Can you imagine on day 1, you've just copied a trade? That's all you've done. You've copied a trade. You don't understand exactly what we're doing, but you've copied a trade. You put 50 quid on, you felt generous. You've earned £100 off it. you would be screaming about that all over social media. What do you think the first people are going to ask you? Can I have info? 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 We are going to turn people into recruiters without them even realizing. And this is why what we've got underneath us is absolute dynamite. And that's how I'm pitching this, guys. I'm actually that confident in the product that I can pitch it when they say, don't like recruiting. That's fine. That's why I'm talking to you, because I know you don't like recruiting. So I want to show you something where you don't have to recruit. We'll teach you a skill set that you'll earn more money than what you did if you was recruiting. Yeah. They're signing up. This is why we... Go on, Darryl.
It's a redo. You know, like sometimes you go back and say, man, I wished I would have studied harder at school. I wish I would have, instead of going for this, I should have gone for that. And it's kind of a do-over now because everybody starts even, and the education. And what I understand, these guys are brilliant. That's a word that I've learned from you guys from the UK, brilliant, as far as what they do and how they teach people and show people what to do. Some of these other people have people that, you know, they articulate the information, but it's done in a way that the average person can't understand it. So what I'm really hearing and excited about to see is that, you know, they're putting it together in layman's terms, and they're going to show us the things to do. But Sam, I know you have a background in this, so you guys going to have an advantage because she's already 2 steps ahead of everybody as well. But
I tell you one thing I did notice, because when David was talking about the pip movement, obviously they've done, what was it, 1,700 pips over the space of a year. That's what their pip average was. That's
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's nigh on double the average for most trade companies, guys. I checked it straight away. Did not mess about. I phoned other guys up that do trading. That is high ticket numbers. Now, if they're catching that many pips, that therefore means we're going to earn more money. So the more pips that they're catching, the more people that are going to be attracted to what we are doing. And Darryl, I love the fact that you've turned around and said today that you've got someone that's coming for free about the trading, and then they've got so excited that they've gone and joined on titanium for the travel. I mean, come on, guys. We know in the UK at the moment that we're battling with quarantines. The CEO has given us exactly what we need so that we can feed our family for life. We need to show the rest of the UK there is something here right now that is for them, because when the quarantines lift and the travel's ready, they're going to have both sides of the bucket. We've got to show as many people as possible.
Right.
Todd, I know you're on the call.
Well, exactly, you guys, and like I say, you know, she's talking about pips and all this stuff, and you know, we're going to get educated on that. So again, Sam's ahead of us, but we're going to catch up quickly. But when they first said pips, I thought they were talking about Gladys Knight and the pips. You know, that's when I first heard it. I didn't know any better, so it's going to be fun learning, and you know, you don't just have to go around with your head in the sand. You can definitely learn some things. But let me ask you, Lynn, what do you want? Where are you today, and where do you want to go? And again, there is no wrong or right answer other than whatever it is your answer is. There's no pressure. There's no this or that. But what do you want from P2S Travel, soon to be Travoria?
I would like to get my because I've been in this travel club for about almost 2 years now, and I've just sat saving the points to go on holiday.
Okay.
But I've decided now I need that monthly fee funded.
Sure.
So I need to get 3 people interested.
So what's your game plan for doing that? If you had to just think, how am I going to do that? What would your plan of action be to get 3 people to take care of your monthly subscription?
I have to talk to a lot of people. And that's what I'm not good at, because I'm not really a good networker in that respect.
Well, again, we're going to figure that out, and you can always learn a skill. What is your background, Lynn? What do you do?
Not a lot, really. I mean, I'm retired now. I'm one of those 70-year-olds that you were talking about before.
Wow, Gay, you look great. I don't know what you've been doing, but I would never have guessed that. Wow. Awesome. But what did you do when you were actually working for 20, 30, 40 years?
I well, in the tourist trade mainly. I had bed and breakfast, and then when I moved out of the Lake District where I am into where I am now, I had an Avis car hire franchise. So it was still tourist orientated. I was meeting the public all the time.
Sure, sure. If I told you I'd give you $1,000 for every name you put down, I'm gonna give you $1,000 for every name you put down that we can contact and share some information with. How much would I owe you if I said you got 72 hours right now, $1,000 for every single one?
I've got nearly 3,000 people on my friends list on Facebook.
Okay.
So
okay, but what? Okay, I got the Facebook thing, and that's fine. That we can work a plan there. Sam, I think, is awesome on Facebook, and she can give you some ideas on that as well. I will, in addition to that. What about if you were getting married? Let's just, pretend, I don't know if you're married or not right now, but let's just say if you're getting married right now.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Not again, thank you.
Okay, well, but just play with me right here. If let's say you were getting married, you fell in love and you were getting married and you wanted everybody to know. How many people would you invite to the wedding?
Not that many.
No, wait a minute. Now, this is Prince Charming. This guy is the handsomest guy in the world. You love him so much and you want the world to know. So play along with me. How many people would show up? How many people could you invite?
Maybe 200.
Okay, 200. That's pretty phenomenal. That's awesome. I bet you could probably get that to 300 to 400 people. What we need to do is get a simple game plan, is to share the story. Obviously, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, going on holiday in the UK and in Europe is pretty amazing. It's big, right? That's something you guys covet. That's something you guys want to do. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's big time. So now if you called me up and I'm one of those people you'd invite to your wedding, I've known you for 10, 20 years, whatever the case may be, and you shared with me, Darryl, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I found a company that gives people these vacations. They're 8 days and 7 nights to resorts literally all over the world for literally pennies. Would you be open to looking at some of that information? And that's all. And then all I'm going to say is yes or no.
Yep.
And if I say no, hey, thank you, I'll see you at church on Sunday, or however I know the person, and I'm gone. I'm done. And I'm just giving you one example. You could say it a lot of different ways. But if I said yes, great. Oh, Darryl, you're not going to believe this. I want to send you a video. When can you watch a 10-minute video, 5-minute, whatever the video is? You're not going to believe this. We're taking vacations that are blowing people away. And we're talking 8 days, 7 nights, almost all over the world for less than $100 for the entire 8 days and 7 nights, 1, 2, even some 3-bedroom resorts. When can you watch the video? And I'm going to tell you right now or tomorrow when I get off work, etc. Now you send them the video. And when you send them the video at the time that they said they would look at, or you invite them to a Zoom. I know Sam brings people to Zoom. I invite them to a video, and then I know if it's 8 o'clock, I'm calling 8 o'clock. If the video's 10 minutes, I'm telling them I'm calling back in 10 minutes. If it's 18 minutes, I'm going to call you back in about 18 to 20 minutes. Focus on this, Darryl. This is going to blow you away. And Lynn, that's it. And after here's what's going to happen. One of 3 things is going to happen. It happens every single time. They're going to either be a green, yellow, or red. Green. Wow, you got to be kidding. How do I do that? Have you taken one yet? Who do you know that's taken it? And then all you need to do is start telling the stories, or have Sam with you, or some mentor with you helping share the rest of the story. So they're either going to be a green, yellow, or red. Green, ready to go. Wow, this is amazing. Sign me up. I saw the prices. I can actually do that 2 or 3 of these every single year. Wow, I couldn't even do that in 25 years. Or they're going to be a yellow. A yellow has a bunch of questions, and the yellow can go left or a yellow can go right. And then, or they could be a red. A red, no thanks, but no thanks. But that's it. But that's something you don't have to engage people a long time. You can actually do that with a text, sending it out to somebody. Hey, I need to talk to you. I've got a travel company that's going to help everybody in the world travel once the pandemic is over for literally pennies on the dollar. Do you want to know about it? And if you don't even talk to them, they text you back, yes or no, or they don't text you back at all. But if they text you yes, then the next text is, when can you watch a 5-minute video? You're not going to believe this. People are traveling for nothing. And that's going to intrigue them. Then you show them the video, and you have Sam or me or somebody on the phone with you once you follow back up with them. And they're either green, yellow, or red. It's really that simple. They're either interested or they're not interested. Now, if you want to go for the money side, you know, obviously I could send you a text. Hey, Lynn, you know, with all the stuff that's happening in the UK and people losing their jobs or losing a lot of money, are you open to making money outside of what you currently do? Are you open to making money outside of what you currently do? Yes or no? And then you're going to text me back. No. Are you going to text me back? Yes. Are you going to text me back? Well, what do you got going? And no matter what you answer me for the yes or what are you talking about? Then the next text going to them, when do you have, however long the video is, to watch a video? When do you have 10 minutes? You're not going to believe what I just came across. And see, with you owning a franchise, you owning a business, at the time of your life right now, the credibility that you have, I would know those things about you, and I wanted to listen to somebody like you that have done things like you've done. And then if it's once they watch the video, I got Sam with me, or I got Darryl with me, or I got somebody on Zoom with me, and they're going to be green, yellow, or red every time. And see, you can't get too excited when they're greens, and you can't get too depressed when they're red. It's just how many of those simple texts can you send out per day? You know, with all this going on in the UK here, people losing their job, getting furloughed 80%, I found the companies that, you know, people are making some pretty serious money part-time from home. Are you open to making money outside of what you currently do? Now, I don't see anybody writing. This is good stuff, but hopefully it's recorded. But Lynn, I'm just saying, does that sound complicated with 200 people? With those 200 people, I would guarantee you we would find at least 3.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more.
Yeah.
So we got to find out what's holding you back from.
Me.
Huh?
It's me.
Me?
I know exactly what it is. It's me.
Okay. So is it you from a standpoint that you're comfortable in life and, you know, everything's being paid for? Or do you need to say, well, wait a minute, I'm comfortable, things are cool, but I can't keep this a secret. I need to help other people that are not like me.
It's my confidence levels. That's
Okay.
what's keeping me back.
Is it the belief in the company, confidence level?
Oh, no,
It's just you.
It's me. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't be in it.
Okay. So again, that's why we developed the text, so that you didn't have to pick up the phone, because, you know, people get nervous. I remember when 30 years ago, it was tough. You know, I'm trying to do it right. And whenever I said something, it didn't come out like the trainer on Saturday. But I went through that. And I thank God in this industry, you can literally fail your way to the top. If you saw the road to where Marie and I have gotten to over the years, I'm telling you, it was like this around the corner, and, you know, it was just crazy. It wasn't like this. Nothing is. But if you put a simple text together, Sam can come up with one. Sam, I'd like to be a part of it just to know what you guys decided to say. But you could send out 10 of those without even talking to anybody. It's strictly the text. And if they respond back, you send another text. And the only time you're going to talk to them is when you've got Sam with you, or me, or whomever, the person working with you, when you send them the video and follow up after they review the video.
Mm-hmm.
So Lynn, we could have your 3 here within the next 30 days. So I want you to think about that. I don't want to press you. You can do that. I think you should not have to pay for your monthly subscription. and you don't have to. And we're going to show you how to do it, and then we're going to help other people as well. Right. And here's what you got to look at is that, you know, sometimes it's not about us, but I know because I sponsor someone that sponsors someone that sponsors someone 50 levels below me, that they're making $1,500 a month now. They're making, you know, $4,000 a month. And it literally changed your life. And I didn't have really anything to do with that other than I got started, took it serious, and I helped someone that helped someone that helped someone that, you know, helped someone down the road. So I look at it like that because there's so many people, especially here in America, that are struggling now. There's like 30, 40 million people, you know, out of work and, you know, getting evicted. And so I think it's my duty to share with them, whether they decide to take it or not, that's going to be up to them. But, you know, I'm throwing that life raft out to them, or whatever you call it, the, you know, the cord for them to catch on and go. But I think we can start that program, and to send out 5 a day would literally take less than a minute, because whatever you came up with and you wrote it down, you know how to copy and paste? Yeah, you just copy and paste it to the next person and click the button, copy and paste it, and do 5 a day. And it would take you less than a minute to do 5 a day.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that helps you, and hopefully some of the rest of you that can help you as well. But does that,
Sorry, we're going to have new videos, isn't it? We're going to have a new ones now, fresh one, right? To start with.
Yes, they are. They're putting one together for travel, because there's certain people that just going to focus on travel. They're putting one together just for Forex, for those that want to focus just on Forex. And then they're putting one together that has a combination of both. There's a video right now that Marie and I introduced Todd, and then we did a testimonial. It's at p2stakeover.com. It's a generic site. It only has that on there. It says get back with a person, but p2stakeover.com. And that's one of the Thursday night ones we did. It's okay. We liked it, and it'll tell the story. You can watch it and see if you want to use it. There's another one that just put out Forex Digital Nomad. Again, these are all generic sites. Forex Digital Nomad, ForexDigitalNomad.com. ForexDigitalNomad.com. And that's 11-minute video Todd did. So those are 2 ones you can look at. And if you like it, you can use those. Yeah. But the ones companies putting together, they're putting together right now. But you don't want to sit around and wait till it gets there. Right now, if they want to sign up in Forex, they can sign up for free. And they're just, you know, hey, get ahead of the crowd, however you want to sell that. Anybody else? Christina, have we met before?
I think we've met once, I guess. Yeah, I've been here as well for a couple of years already. Still haven't signed up anybody yet. Okay. As we said, it's everything in the head. Yeah, it's the confidence and to believe really in yourself. That's about. Sure. But what I was working always in fashion. So I like fashion. I love constructing garments from the designers and stuff. So I'm much more a kind of creative person than the business wise. But I understand the fashion is a business as well. We don't sell, we don't get the money. So for me, it's kind of a great opportunity to learn as well, to sell my skills, to be proud of it. So I can learn as well from this, and I would love to travel and earn residual income, right? So this is my potential really, because I love to work in fashion, but it's really, you work for the boss like animal, seriously, you're dead completely. Yeah. And I was thinking, wow, I don't even have time for myself. So I like to have the flexibility to work as a freelance and have a residual income and travel the world and now learn the Forex, because I think Forex is amazing. I lost lots of money with the trading. I made a lot of mistake, but it's really tricky. You know, I mean, you need to really know what you're doing. So this is a bit,
Right, Christina, who's going to get the first one then?
Who's going to get?
Who's going to get the first sign up? You or me?
You or Lynn?
Oh my gosh, let's work on this together. That would be amazing.
Well, again, and that's Lynn. I appreciate you saying it that way, because it's friendly competition that you guys are doing. Lynn can motivate you, you can motivate her. And if you're selling these fashions out, you know, Bob, you know, or Mary, I don't know if you sell to men or women, but you know, you've got this incredible fashion that you just purchased. How would you like to now take that fashion and be able to go travel to a exotic place for pennies on the dollar. Get creative and have fun to start these conversations up with people. And you can do it one-on-one via the phone, or like we just talked with Lynn, you can do it all behind this. You know, how'd you like to take these fashions and go to the US, or take these fashions and go to Spain, Italy, or whatever?
Yeah, because the fashion people actually, we love to go and be inspired. What they wearing in Hawaii? What are they wearing in Philippines? You know, so that's why we get inspiration. So there is a lot of people would love to really join, but again, the $100, because I want always platinum. I don't want any other, because it's a great opportunity to really have a $0 for vacation, and that's the 5-star resorts. So I was always selling the platinum, but this is always kind of negotiation. Oh, is it scam or something like this, you know? So because I did not go, I didn't really record it yet. I said, that's where I've been, guys, look at it. So I think if I'm gonna go, it's gonna open the whole doors.
Well,
right?
that you're definitely right in saying that. So there's two things you can do. Number one, you can use our stories. There's enough stories on P2S Fan Club, or, you know, places Maria and I have been, places that Sam or some of the other people in Europe have been. Hey, this is my partner, Darryl. Here's where he just came back from. Here's my partner, so-and-so. And you show them theirs, but it really becomes great once you do it. So you can show yours and theirs. So you definitely, if you want to open up the floodgates and make money, go take a trip and then just document it, and then show the receipts and what it actually costs.
I booked Tenerife. It's been canceled, so.
Yeah, see, well, at least you were making an attempt to do that. But some people are going to say that this is a scam or this and that. And you just need to answer that. You need to say, number one, Bob or Mary, you know me, I would never be involved with a scam. I have several of my friends that have taken a trip, and I've got a couple that are planned, etc., to actually take. So you want to be able to answer those questions. Number one, let them know up front. I would never do any of those type of things. And then get them on the phone with Sam. Here's one thing I learned a long time ago. Always on the phone, but never alone. See, they know you for fashion. You introduce Sam as a guru in this industry. They're listening to her because you gave her credit, you edified her. Or, hey, this guy from America has become my friend, and I'm on his podcast. I call them podcasts, but they're live webinars all the time. And we're working together here in the UK. Let me get him on the phone with you. Let me get a Zoom together with you. I mean, whoever you want to use. But if they say it's a scam, let them know. No, we have hundreds and hundreds of families traveling. Company is 8 years old, and I've been helping lots of people, paid out lots of money, helped lots of people travel, and then try and show them, but less talking and more showing them. Get them to look at the video.
Yeah, I'm not really communicative tip. I go right to the points. That's what we're gonna get, and that's where you're gonna go. Want or no? I don't waffle around much, but
well, no, that's fine. That's fine. But you need to come up with your strategy, though. So, like, if you're my friend, just like with Lynn, you come up with your text to send out. You know, came across whatever you want to, however you want to slant it. And Sam, you need to help them slant their. There's lots of scripts, and you have them. We've got them on the success team side, and they're all over the place. And then they can tweak them for this. Like for Lynn, you know, hey, you guys know I used to own a franchise. I found something that anybody can do that can, you know, that'll change your life here over the next 6 to 12 months. So whatever you come up with, but you can tie how they know you into it. Your fashion, you know, I found a way how I can get inspired by going all over the world to get inspired to, you know, to make better designs or more type of designs. I found a way to travel for pennies on the dollar. I just started, you know, Todd talked about TikTok, and because of Todd, I went and got on TikTok, right? And I just found a lady on TikTok that has a travel club, and she's constantly looking for deals, and ours is a billion times better than what she's doing. A lot of hers is just flight, and she's just trying to get hotels at a decent price. But I'm not beating her up right now. I just joined the group. I just joined the Facebook group because of TikTok. She had a Facebook group. I'm commenting, just saying a little nice thing. Oh, that's great. But in another week or two, not a month or two, within a few days or a week, you know, by the way, let me show you something that can cause you to travel more. I don't know if you'd be interested in not, but when can you watch a short video that shows you how I travel for literally pennies on the dollar? And that's
This is great.
going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen from that. I have no idea. She could say, nope, I want to do what I do. Or 2 years from now, she could have 1,000 people on her team. And it doesn't cost me anything to take that shot. All I'm doing is taking a 3-point shot, and it might go in. And that's what this is about. You just taking a shot, and some people are going to see it, and some people don't. And you just be consistent at your own pace.
Yes, thanks.
So Christina, put together a simple text and do, what does your contact base look like?
Actually, I just asked them, do you like to, do you love travel? And they always say yes. And I said, would you be interested to travel for wholesale or retail price? And they would say wholesale. I said, would you be interested, or can I send you a video, introduction video about the travel industry I'm with? And they say, sure. And they look at it and they say, oh, so good to be true. I don't think it's really, you know, true. And I said, well, would you think that it's not true? Why would you think that I would be part of a scam? And then they kind of get digging into it. Where have you been? Then I kind of make it up. I've been in Spain, you know. I mean, I travel, but not with P2S, but I can still say I've been traveling.
Yeah.
Come and join the Zoom call for tonight, or would you, you know, to have a 3-way phone call? And they say, oh, I'll let you know. Let me think about it. Let me speak with my husband. And then I sometimes let Samantha know. And sometimes they just drop off and they said, oh, I've been really busy. Maybe even the corona is over nowadays, right? But it's always kind of drop off. I had few
that happens. That happens to me too, as well. And what one mistake I think you're making that we can probably fix real quick is that when you get in the video to review the video, when you call them back, you got to have the 3-way already on with you, right? You got to have Sam on with you at the time you call them back. You know, hey Mary, I just want to introduce you to my friend Samantha. Samantha, the team leader here in the UK marketplace. She's got people literally all over the world that are using these services and traveling. Sam, meet Tony. Tony's in the garment business with me, and
she's very busy. Sam is very busy. To just send the video and book a Zoom call with Sam, she's very busy, you know. So this is not fair.
I'm not. You think I am. That's the issue. Because you guys see the position that I'm in, you think, oh, she's too busy, she's too busy. Kevin, do me a favour. Come on this call with me, please.
See that if you're thinking like that, you're wrong. And not only do you have Sam, you've got me, you've got Todd as well. I would start selling Sam's name. Like, you know, you got to make Sam like the Queen of England, you know, and or if that's a good thing, maybe it is for you guys over there. You know, if that's great, or, you know, hey, my partner Darryl in America, he's working directly with me, one of the top guys, not only in this company, but in the industry. And they've got people traveling all over the world, but it will help that you take a trip or two so you really understand that. It's great that you utilize that you do travel a lot, and I think that kind of suffices right now. But until you go and get one of these trips and you show them, here's my receipt, I went, there's thousands of people doing this, you know, every single year. If you don't want to travel, and take it away from them. Mary, if you don't want to stay 8 days and 7 nights for whatever the amount is over there in the UK, then that's fine. Thanks you. I got to go. I got some other people I'm signing up. And get off the phone. Quit begging these people. If they don't see it, great. But what I would do to some of those people, now I'll get back to you, then you need to be on the P2S fan club, or whoever is putting up little things every week or every month or every couple of months of going on the trip, and here's a video. And then now I just start feeding you that information. Hey, Mary, just wanted to show you, here's another one of my partners that just went to wherever. And another week, 2-3 weeks later, hey, Mary, this is another one of my friends, just went to this 2-bedroom. Here's what they paid. Hey, let me know if anything changes. And you're just dripping on them. And if you're dripping on them and 10 other people, then that's when the domino starts to affect. But if I say no to you, you say no to me right now, I'm not taking that as a no. I'm just going to keep you updated with what's going on, the new stuff that's happening, new deals that come out.
That's it.
What you
I keep
say?
deleting them after.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
One of our resorts is just 15 minutes away from me. So if I went down there and pretended I was on vacation there, would that, do you think they would buy that?
Well, actually, it would, because it's called a staycation. Sometimes people, and especially with what's going on now, people don't want to fly 5 hours.
I know,
But
but I wouldn't be staying there. I couldn't get into the lodges, but I can go into the property and film around it, and film around the lake, and film around the sports department and that.
If you know what the prices are and you can show them, here, I was just at this place, and you've got the pictures of everything, and maybe they'll even let you go in and tour 1 or 2 or 3 bedroom one. Hey, I'm looking at coming here this summer or early next year, and I just want to take a look at some of the rooms. And you go in the room and you can start filming, and then you can show people, and you know what the price is, and say, guys, here's the resort. I was there, and here's the price of this resort. So absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I might do that then.
Let's do that together then. That'd be nice.
Well, can you get up here then?
Where do you live? Where do you live?
I live in Cumbria.
Oh my gosh, I've never been there. Cumbria.
Up near the Lake District. But this, I'm talking about Pine Lake Resort, and it's 15 minutes down the road from me. I watched the place being built.
Okay, this is nice.
So it's not far from me at all. So I can just go in there. You can just drive in. There's no gates or anything. Just drive in.
And here's another thing you can do. You can go to the back office of Dreamcations, go back there, and they have pretty pictures, and they have the prices there.
Yeah.
So you can start just showing people building up with this. But Samantha, what you got to do with both of these is within the next 48 hours, they should be sending out texts. And Christine, I like that. Hey, here's, right up in their face. I don't think that's a challenge, because you've got something great. If you realize you've got something great, but send a text out, and then I wouldn't go into a lot other than the fact that, man, we're traveling. We got people all over the world, 50 plus countries, traveling for pennies on the dollar. I've got an incredible membership. Are you open to taking a look? And if they say yes, let's give them the video, and then get Sam on the phone or me on the phone, and let's start touching base with these people. You go through 20, 30 people within the next 30 days, and you could do that in the next 2 days by sending a text out, because it literally takes 2 minutes to send 10 texts out.
Yeah, for me, the texting and stuff like that, it's okay. When it comes to the selling it, that's where I struggle. I need somebody to grab that guy or to grab that girl, close it up, pay up, and buy, you see? So kind of like, not really buy, but in a way, it's really long process till they, standing there and sitting. So I need somebody to push them. Yeah.
Well, Sam is good at that, and I'm good at that as well. And if they say, they're, like I told you, green, yellow, red, every single time you talk to someone, green, yellow, red, every single time. Don't think about it any other way. That I get some greens, I get some yellows, I get some reds, and that's it. You're trying to go out today. How many greens, yellow, or reds can I get today? That's how you got to think of it, so you don't take it personal. And to just share the information. That's all you want to do. And if you continue to do that, I promise you, Christina, you're going to get really good at doing it. And take it away from people, because these are real. We've taken resorts after resorts after resorts, and there's hundreds of people here in America and even overseas that have done this. So we know it's real. So if you don't see it, Bob or Mary, hey, thanks, I got to go. I got some people that are signing up today. I got to go buy. And then you get off the phone. Take it away from people. Hi, Zoe. How you doing? I see you joined us here. You got your mute on.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I'm in very hot, very sunny Italy. 53 degrees.
You 53 degrees is hot?
That's centigrade.
Oh, so okay. There you go. I was about to say.
Right. I mean, that's about 110, 112 Fahrenheit.
Wow, that's like in here in Las Vegas.
Well, it's hotter than the Sahara Desert.
Now, what, are you in the UK?
No, in southern Italy.
Southern Italy. Okay, awesome. Wow, that is amazing. I didn't know how hot that gets there. So how far are you from Tenerife?
Well, Tenerife is off the African coast, so you'd have to go into the Mediterranean Sea, turn right through the Straits of Gibraltar and around the corner of the African continent. But I could sail a small boat over to Libya.
Okay, wow. Well, I didn't know we had anybody over there in her country, Samantha.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah. There are a couple of people in Italy. Zoe's not the only one, and Kevin's after a few more as well. So yeah.
Well, so as far as I know, you're one of the only ones in Italy. Well, you could take over Italy if that was your desire to do so, and count me in as far as helping.
Well, what are you suggesting? I become the next Mussolini?
Well, I don't know about that, but you could come the next travel person for the next Olive Garden. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, well, here's what we need to do is that you need to let people know that you're launching the country of Italy. That's what you're going to be doing. You've teamed up with people in the UK, people in Europe, parts of Europe, people in America, and we're bringing a company here. And I'm looking for a few people that want to be on top, that want to make some serious money. Are you open? See, you notice I didn't say anything about travel, didn't say anything about the company. Just we're getting ready to launch the country of Italy. I've got partners in the United States, partners in the UK, rest of Europe, and we want to launch this country of Italy, and I'm the lead person. I'm looking for 10 other people that want to make money. Are you open or not? And that's the first conversation. And if they say no, then you're done. If they say yes, then that's where you put Sam or Kevin, whomever you're working with, on the phone, and we show them what you're getting ready to do. But you notice I didn't say any of that stuff in the beginning. And what you're looking for is people that are open. So when you make that statement, it's an open-ended question. I'm getting ready to open the entire country of Italy. I'm tied together with people in the UK and the United States. I'm the lead person here, and I need 10 more people, 5 people, whatever you want to say, 10 people to work with me that want to be on top of what we're about to do here in Italy. We've already done it in 50 plus other countries. We get to be on top here. Are you open? Yes or no? And if they say yes, then we now start giving them the videos and information. And then we follow up with you, answering the questions. And by doing that, you might get 2 or 3 to say yes. And next thing you know, those 2 to 3 turn into 10 or 12 and 20, 50, 100, et cetera. But that would be exactly what I'd do if I were you.
Yeah. Okay.
Sam, can we help her come up with that kind of script and start letting people know she's getting ready to launch the whole country of Italy, and she's tied together with people in the UK and the rest of Europe and in the US? See, I keep saying that, and I'm getting smoother saying that. But you're trying to show them that this is not a little thing, this is a big thing. And then they're going to ask you, what do you do? Well, first of all, when can you watch a video? And then you let the video do the work for you and have Sam or Kevin or all of us on a Zoom to let them know. We're in charge. We're getting ready to do this in Europe. Zoe is the leader. We're looking for 5 to 10 other people just like Zoe to work together and make this thing happen. That would be a good strategy. That's an idea.
Yeah.
Can you do that, Zoe?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And so it's amazing. You obviously speak Italian. Am I correct?
Yeah. I also speak Welsh.
So you speak 3 different languages?
Yes.
That's what's so amazing about you folks over in Europe, and there you have multiple languages. And I've talked to some people that speak 5 or 6 languages, and we barely speak English here in America. Somehow, I don't know how they screwed us up on that. We should have been learning multiple languages as well. So that's a huge advantage for you, Zoe. So.
Well,
all right. Well,
I've never understood why Americans are basically not
smart.
Primarily bilingual, English, Spanish.
Exactly.
And then probably speaking some of the native American Indian languages as well. But who am I to say?
No, I agree with you. I wonder what happened and why they don't want to do that unless, you know, they think they're so, you know, we're the top and we only need to learn English and everything. I think part of it may be some of that. I mean, not for me, but you're more intelligent if you can speak multiple languages. That's unbelievable. So, all right, what?
If you can learn one language, you can learn others. It's
Yes.
as simple as that.
Exactly. Well, Sam, I've got to run, but I didn't know we were going to go into this today. I'm actually glad we did. This was great. So Lynn's going to get her 3 within the next 30 days. Christine is going to get her 3. We're going to set that goal in the next 30 days. And if you want to change it to the next 2 weeks, you guys can do that. Though we're going to launch the Italy with you on Zoom, and we'll set it up. And those who don't see it, don't get it, great. We'll go to the next 3 or 4 people, and the next 3 or 4, the next 3 or 4 until we get people. And we'll help you every step of the way. I'll get Maria, and we'll, if they can speak English, we'll help you do part of the English presentations and help you build the big picture. We'll even get Todd on here, and you guys know how great he is. And then we'll even get Dave on here as well to help back you do this. So I'm excited. And Kevin, is Zoe part of your team?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no Zoe for many years.
Okay, very, very well. What about Lynn and Christina?
No, they're not in my team. They're in Sam's team, obviously, but not mine. But I'm happy to help. That's the same.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all
Sam?
one. We're all one. We're fine, aren't we? We're all one little team. So we're all right. We're good, you know. And you know what the beautiful thing about it is these guys show that they're committed to their business, because we've been on this call for an hour and 15 minutes, and I applaud every single one of you for doing that, guys. It shows that you're serious.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So if you guys need any help, get my Facebook thing, and it's under Darryl Roberts. Sam can get you. If you put a little note, I'll send you a little note. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. How's it coming, Lynn? So let's be friends and add me there, and we'll go from there. But Sam, this group right here can go from you 1, 2 as 5 to 10 people in 30 days. And then that group from 10 could go to 20 people in the next 30 to 60 days. Yeah. And you just got to work with people. And I know that's what you already do, but just help. And if I can help in any way, please call me. This is a wonderful group.
I will. And honestly, guys, don't think I'm too busy. Kevin, am I ever too busy?
No, not at all. Unless you're riding your bike.
Okay. If I'm on the bike, I can't.
Yeah, but if you leave a message, she'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So sometimes Sam will get in touch with me, and I'll tell her, hey, I'm doing something. I'm in a meeting for 30 minutes. Call me back, or I will call her, and she'll say I'm on my spin. But once she's done, we'll connect back up again. Yeah. And if we can schedule stuff out in advance, I mean, we can definitely do that. So I'm ready to rock and roll. Lynn, let's launch your business. Christine,
right.
You're
Is that you? Is that you?
That's me. Yeah, that's
right.
my son. That's my son.
Send.
Lynn, we need to launch your business because you are beautiful. You're a lovely lady, and you deserve to have your account free. You really do.
All of you do, and you can do it easily. It's going to take a little work. Christina, you should have it done in 48 hours.
Oh my God, I wish.
And I've got contacts in Italy too, so just watch out.
So there you go. Get on with it, Lynn. Get them.
Lynn, do you know what? Start getting Zoe to help you. If you've got contacts in Italy, you need someone to translate. She's your lady. Let's go.
But she charges.
One of them an English Spanish teacher down Sicily way somewhere, and her fella that I already met, he lives up near the middle of Italy somewhere. I can't remember what town, but yeah, I've got contacts there.
Lynn, you could say something to this effect, someone, whatever their name is in Sicily, hey, so-and-so, I'm getting ready to expand my business in Sicily. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I'm looking for some people that want to make some extra money. Who do you know that's open to making extra money? And if you need us to repeat some of these things, Sam knows a lot of this. You can text me on Facebook or message me, and I'll get back to you, and we can help you do this. But there's a method to the madness. that works. And if you're willing to go through those 200 people, there's no question about it. You'll not only get your 3, you might get 53 people.
Yep.
Well, guys, it's been awesome meeting you guys, though. Now I have a friend in Italy. You're the first person I've met from Italy. So, though, we're friends, and it's a great honor meeting you, and Christina as well, and Lynn, and of course, 007 out of UK. I already know this guy, and Sam. But it's so awesome. I look forward to working more closely with you guys here and growing this group so we can tell a great story 12 months from now.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome story 12 months from now. It really is. In fact, let's make it awesome 2 months from now. Let's not wait 12 months. Let's go 2 months. Yeah, we've got to the end of the year. Let's do it and make sure that we start next year with a bang. I ain't waiting 12 months to make this awesome. I'm making it awesome now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys. Call me anytime. If you miss me, I will get back with you. I promise you. I'm going to write you guys' name down. You're going to be a priority for me. I'm letting you know that. You're going to be a priority for me, this group right here. Matter of fact, hang on. Let me take a picture so I can make sure I got everybody. Right here. Okay, I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Gotcha.
You can superimpose any sort of thing.
Have a look at the picture, Darryl.
Oh.
You superimpose anything on front of that. Now, Sam, you could have done a bit of damage there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could put Boris's face on there.
Okay, right. We'll let you go because I know you've got a lot of people to help. And thank you so much for your time, Darryl. It's so appreciated. Thank you, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Right, I'm going to get this recording up for everybody because you guys, honestly, thank you so much. Your input was amazing tonight. All the questions you asked. I deliberately went quiet so you guys could speak to him. I speak to him all the time. There's no point in me babbling to him on this. That's why I was quiet, guys, all right? I hope,
can you just show me your full surname, Deline? What was it? Maybe we can do sometimes live as well together. I lost one lady I was wanted to do with her. So, because sometimes I feel shy a bit, so it's nice that somebody joined.
You're shy, Christina. I don't believe that.
Oh, really? This is nice. Thanks.
A little idea for you, Christina. You said about not knowing what to say with the nose. Try and find that book.
We're already friends, Christina.
Yeah, we are already. Okay, I'm gonna prospecting game. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Lyndon? There's a whole chapter in there about he's no for now book.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I have the go for no. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a whole chapter in here about how to deal with the nose.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's Eric Worry, isn't it? Go for no.
Yeah.
I never read it completely yet, so just fiddling around with this. I just got it recently. Okay.
Right, I've sent you a message, so.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Just
so we can. Yeah. Thank you. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun now, because the corona is gonna go down. I think we are able to. They're gonna open the border soon, so we can travel.
Zoe.
Hello.
What's your surname?
DeLuca. That's Delta Echo Space Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha.
Found it.
Are you guys good? Are we done?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
Lynn and Christina, I love the fact you guys are going to work together. I think that's a very, very good partnership. And I think if you bring in Zoe in on that, I think that would work as well.
Yeah, why not?
Say 3 is a crowd, but I don't think it is with you ladies. I think it's a very perfect fit. And from speaking to you all individually, I feel that your personalities would work very well together. Very, very well together.
That'd be nice.
So if you want to put a little group together, and if you want me to come in it with you, we work privately a little bit behind the scenes to really get this going, let's do that. It's not a problem.
Great, yeah. Because we need to push it, right, Lynn? We need to get the free
I need some good texts I can send out, messages I can send out.
Okay, do you want me to put a group chat with the 4 of us in it, and then we just go boom?
Yeah.
Okay then, not a problem. Thank you so much for giving your time tonight. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to end this. I'll do that, and I'll just literally put in what I'm saying if you want, and then you guys can get going with it. It's not a problem at all.
Okay.
See you in the morning, Sam. See you at 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah, 11 o'clock or 10? 10, isn't it?
10.
Ted, fantastic. Now, he always asks for a Zoom call, like, because he knows that I'm not working Friday. So I like to get it done first thing in the morning so I can get on with what I want to get on with. So, yeah, brilliant. Right, I'll see you later. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Bye, 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 bye.